different tables and you can get data from that. So for each year you will have three major items and you have 12 months, and for each month you have three items and items count, sales count and income. So those, based on those things, you can create tables also. You can use MySQL, Oracle, IBM DB2, PostgreSQL, MongoDB or Redis. Based on your technical stuff, you can choose your items. Like for example, Python or Java, you can go for MySQL or Oracle or IBM DB2, PostgreSQL. That is best choices. MySQL is freely also available. PostgreSQL also freely available for some up to some extension, so you can use that one. Oracle is costly and IBM DB2 also costly, but they are allowing some samplings. I thought so, and Redis also there. MongoDB, if you are going for a mean stack, monstack kind of applications, you can choose MongoDB as your choice. So for the backend, we are going to use some programming languages. We have variety of programming languages, but I have listed few of them here. So why I choose like this? Like this is for the web development application. So for the web development applications, we have some restrictions of using programming languages. Those programming languages that are used as a backend, I'm listing here. So the first one is Java, PHP, Python, Ruby, Go, JavaScript, and Active Service Pages. So these are the choices for choosing a backend. Based on the backend, I will give you what is the frontend or a framework you can choose. So I have given you how it will hook with the front and backend together. So Java is a programming language. You can use Spring Boot. Spring Boot has well versed, well structured architecture for handling the web development pages and for handling the backend things. Everything is tied up well with the Spring Boot. If you know Java well, you can go for Spring Boot as a choice for developing the web-based applications. So it will give you architectures for developing using technologies like Hibernate or Struts. Use inside this one, or React or Angular kind of things also you can use inside this one. Or else we can use Spring Boot's web framework to design the web pages, and you can easily create a microservices application with Spring Boot. And if you are choosing PHP as your language, you can use Laravel. So Laravel is the most common and popular framework nowadays for PHP. So we can use LAMP or WAMP servers. LAMP means Linux, Apache, and M for MySQL, and P for PHP. WAMP means Windows, Apache server, MySQL, and PHP. So this is a combination. With this combination, you can work on the PHP. If you are going to Python, you can use the Django framework. Django is a heavy framework. Flask is light framework. You can choose based on your requirements. And Ruby, there is only one framework. Rails is Ruby and Rails. That is the only choice you can make with that one. If you are going for Go programming language, Gorilla, Gin, Echo, Buffalo, Flamingo, many frameworks are there. But Flamingo is one of the common framework we can use for the Go programming language. And we have active server pages. If you are convenient with the old architectures, you can use the active server pages, ASP, for building the applications. You need to install the IAS. There is no need to install IAS. You can just enable it in the Windows. It will automatically enable localhost for you. You can just use active server pages for basic settlements. And Angular, React.js, and Vue.js are for the Node.js based applications. So if you are going to use the Node.js or Express, you can combine with the Angular, React, and Vue.js. This will form the main stack, one stack combinations. Now the question is how to connect front and back end. So I will give you each use case. Now you choose to Java as your programming language, your favorite programming language. You have choose two choices. One is you can use Apache Struts. If you are going to use Apache Struts, you can use the servlets, JSP, and it will have a basic model view control architecture, MVC architecture, and you can build your application with the struts. If you have basic Java knowledge, struts is enough for you, and you have the basic knowledge, Spring Boot is also enough for you. It will, if you are choosing Spring Boot as your framework, it will give you web-based applications, and it is most commonly used and most popular nowadays. So instead of choosing Apache struts, I will suggest you to choose you Spring Boot. It will get you jobs also easily. If you are choosing PHP as your language, I will suggest you Laravel to use. It is a free and open source PHP based web framework applications for building web applications. It is also based on the MVC pattern. I will surely suggest you to use Laravel instead of Drupal. For Python, you can use the Django framework if you want to use a complete model template views or textural pattern, or if you want to use a simple lightweight library, you can go to Flask. If you are asking me, you are saying like Spring Boot is better, nowadays many people are using Laravel, many people are using. So for Python, which one is many people are using means I can say both are useful, both are popular nowadays. Django is one type of popular, Flask is one type of popular. Both are well used by many Python users, Python web developers particularly, because Python is used in machine learning, Python is used in artificial intelligence, Python is used in data science. Many areas Python is popularly useful. If you are using Python, if you are going to learn Python, you will be placed in many what you call that many areas you are going to work. So you can work in big data, you can work in data science, you can work in AI, you can work in machine learning, you can work in web development, you can work in standalone applications. Many choices are there. So if you are people are new to the programming area and you want to learn some programming languages that is useful, and I want to work on any areas and I want a immediate job placement, I will surely give you a choice. Please go for Python instead of any other programming languages. Ruby is also a popular programming language. Ruby on Rails is the server-side web application framework. It is based on model view controller. Ruby is also popular. Ruby is also used in testing frameworks like Selenium, Appium. They are using Ruby, and in some of the big data side also they are using Ruby. So for this, Ruby on Rails is the only choice for choosing framework that is best fit with the Ruby. So you don't need to worry about it. If you are going to choose the Go programming language, so you are well tie up with the Google. So Google's Go programming language is nowadays becoming popular and used by many people. The only popular framework of Flamingo of Go programming language is Flamingo. So this is mainly used for web application projects. Flamingo is very popular. If you are choosing Go programming language, you can finally go for Flamingo. Active server pages. If you are going to use HTML, CSS, JS, and I want to use the code inside the HTML, so you can barely go for active server pages. You no need to worry about web development because you are going to use HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and you can do your code, do your job inside the HTML itself. It is like a template language. You can directly insert your code inside the HTML file itself. For the server setup and all, you have to install the IIS, Internet Information Services. There are separate video tutorials available for IIS installation in your local system. You don't need to install anything. You just use your own system. You can just enable it. That is enough for the Windows 10 and Windows 11. You can just enable. That is enough for that one. Coming to the Node.js area, so if you are going to choose Node.js, you can use Angular, React, Vue.js as your front-end frameworks, and you can use Extra.js or Meteor.js or as the uh, what do you call that one as a middleware, and you can use the Node.js server as the backend. Also, you can use the Angular, React, Vue.js as a front-end technologies if you are using Java, Spring Boot kind of things, or Python, Django, or Ruby Rails, or Go programming. Anywhere you can use this Angular, React, and Vue.js. So, dear computer science students, this video will be useful for you when you are choosing IEEE paper. You don't have idea of what to do with if your institution is asking you to choose some IEEE paper for making the projects, you can surely use this particular using data mining protection for question cells IEEE paper. If you are choosing that, I will give ideas about that, how you can use a data mining, how can you design your sites, how can you use e-cart applications inside your sites. I have given ideas. If you have doubts, you can surely ask me in the question section. I will surely available for answering you. I will post many IEEE papers soon.